Yes, YouTube, what is going on? So, pretty early, just got up. First thing I do, take my blood pressure, which you've just seen there. It is all good. Second of all, going to check in. So today is my check-in day, so gonna run upstairs here, set the tripod up, get pictures, and send them to the boss man, and see what changes we're going to make for this week. So I'll keep you updated on that when he gets back to me. But yeah, check-ins, prep meals, and then I will catch up with you when I am doing my my morning steps. Yes, people, so back on the YouTube. Firstly, sorry, said I was going to do these weekly. That didn't last too long, so yeah, firstly, sorry about that. Suppose like when you're in prep, there's a lot more to document. Like, you know, you've show weekends coming up, you've peak weeks, you've all these things to document. Whereas as soon as you get into the off season, like it's just day after day, it's the same thing. You know, eat the meals, do the training, go to sleep. It is just the same thing on repeat. Like if you can't do the same thing day in, day out, you're not going to make it as a bodybuilder. Like, forget about it. But yeah, it just becomes the same thing day in, day out, and yeah, just not as much to document. Like, so, and that's sort of why I fell out of the habit of doing it. So yeah, but we're back. We've plenty to update you on, so be a good video. Going to train pool today over at the dock, so I will get a few clips and I'll do a bit of a voiceover, I'm sure. See if we can get the light just right. Yeah, bit of a voiceover on training. I also checked in this morning, so as I said this morning, it is check-in day today, Monday, so I do my check-ins, do my pictures, send out to the boss, which I will attach the pictures. Where will I put them? Here, there's pictures right there. I'll definitely forget to edit that into the video as well. But yeah, he's happy. I'm relatively happy. I looked at the pictures this morning after I took them and I was like, geez, I am fat. I am a fat mess. But then, like, after you've settled down, you've looked back at them, you're like, they're not so bad. Like, I'm fat, but I'm not that fat. But yeah, some guy's looking past me. It's the off season. I'm too big for him to get past. But yeah, check-in sent. Good feedback from Mike as usual. He's happy, so we are looking to push on a wee bit more though. So up the creatine. We have upped the creatine. The creatine is going in at 1400 milligrams as of this week. So it's a good week to be alive. Currently approaching the house, shaking like a leaf. I am hungry, absolutely starving this morning. Borderline going hypo here. So we're still in a good spot. And yeah, weighed in, didn't even say my weight, weighed in 99.7 this week, which is immaculate. I did stand on the scales 2 days ago at 100 on the dot. I was like, nah, this can't be right. I stayed off and stayed back on. It was like 99.6 or something, but yeah, could have called that at 100, but we'll not take it. We'll wait till it's a legit 100. But anyway, gonna get home, get the meals on. I'll maybe show you the meal. Get something good on the old YouTube. Can't eat my meal without some YouTube on. Like, I am that guy. I need my YouTube. And then we'll shoot over to the gym. Hopefully no complications, as it is it's the 13th of July, but technically it's technically the 12th today. We're a day behind because of the holidays, so that means there's parades on. So yeah, if you're watching this from somewhere else, different country or whatever, you'll not have a clue what I'm on about, but basically there's parades and stuff on today, so hopefully I won't get stuck behind them. You just picture me like post-workout trying to get home, going hypo, stuck behind a parade. That would be, well, that wouldn't be funny. That would be me dead. Yeah, that wouldn't be too funny. But yeah, let's get home, get the meal in. Head's looking rather shiny. Save my hair off. Have to prep. Don't know what I was thinking, but there you go. I'm gonna get home, smash meal. I'll catch up with you at some point, either at the gym, either in the car, or maybe I'll turn the camera on when I'm making my pre-workout and show you what the concoction is. Yes guys, so back in the house, prepping up the meal. Pre-workout cream of rice, bagels into the toaster. Got 2 bagels. See if I can set this up. I did mean to go up and get my tripod from upstairs, but forget about it. Forget about it. So we've got to get our jam, nut butter on this, and I will show you the show you the final product in just a second. So 5 grams of nut butter to go on these. 5 grams on the button. Then we got some jam. Peanut butter and jam, the elite combination. Oh dear. So 15 grams of jam. There we go. Nut butter goes back in the fridge. Am I weird for keeping peanut butter in the fridge? Could be debated. That is a very bizarre thing to do. However, in the heat, the nut butter has like literally been turning into like some sort of, I don't know, peanut butter water, which is bogging. So we've been keeping it in the fridge. Anyway, sups are about to go in. Slim is about to go in. And that is the finished product. I'm gonna sit down here, eat this, watch some Cuba this morning. He has uploaded, let's see, a back session. So I will be watching that. I always like to watch something related to what I'm training that day. So we're training back today. Watch a back session. We'll get this done and get to the gym, and I'll catch you there. Yes guys, what is going on? So, time to make up the pre and the intro. So, we've got our stimulant pre, which is the Project X, which is unbelievably strong. Full serving of this is 12 grams, but we are going to run it at, what is this going to be? We're going to run it at 6 grams, which is half a scoop. So this tub is going to last me a very long time. It's enough just to give me a little bit of a kick. The full serving's way too strong. And then for the blood flow and the pump, obviously we're losing quite a bit of the ingredients for the blood flow and the pump with only using half the serving. So to top that up, we're going to do 20 grams of the alpha neon, which is fantastic. It's one of my favourite pump formulas. For the 20 grams, there is just over 1,000 milligrams of glycerol, so the pump shall be immaculate. And then pre-workout essential, hopefully you can still hear me. In this heat, pre-workout essential is some ice cubes. And by some ice cubes, I mean a lot of ice cubes. There is nothing better than sitting in the car, windows down, drinking your pre on the way to the gym with some ice. The ice is a game changer. I'm very much looking forward to this drive because the heat is killing me. Sorry guys, I'm multitasking and I'm not very good at it. Yeah, the heat is killing me, so I'm very much looking forward to the drive and get the air conditioning on, get the windows down, and get drinking this. Usually drink this. It's about a 25-minute drive over to the gym, so by the time I actually drink this, I'll drink this about 5 minutes away from the gym. And by that stage, the ice will have melted and it will be freezing cold. And then we will also make up our there's no point me speaking there because you probably wouldn't have heard me. We'll make up our intro. That's another thing. You need to get a mic. I'm going to take this YouTube serious. I would need to get myself a microphone. So we've talked about upping the creatine dose for the week, but the actual creatine is going in now. And that will go in at 10 grams intra-workout. And then some carb powder. Which will go in at 26 grams. $26 on the button. Mike loves an odd number, clearly, but 26, I don't like odd numbers. Well, it's not an odd number, it's 26, it's the new number, but I go up in like 20s, 25s, 30s, 35s. I don't like weird random numbers. That's my autism. Autism is kicking in. The anabolic autism. I'm waffling. I am waffling. Amino's going in. I've got the Naughty Boy ones here. Was feeling cheap when I was buying these, so I just got the Naughty Boy ones. 20 grams of that. 21 grams, went a wee bit over there, but extra anabolism. Extra anabolism never hurt anyone. So 21 grams of that. Also, when you're doing this, leave some room at the top so that you can actually shake it and mix it. And then fill it up. So there we have 500 mils of pre, 1.5 litres of intra. And the last thing that I'll do before I head off is get some amino swole in. So amino swole in the lats. Have been doing the arms pre-session. However, my arms are starting to get a little bit sore from the amino swole pre-session, so we will leave them alone for the day and we will stick to the lats. So yeah, I'll catch you when I'm over at the gym. So guys, arrived at the gym. It's trying to knock the AC off and a minute worse. Yeah, so arrived at the gym. Part of the session going down, and it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. Very, very warm today. Very warm, and I'm dressed in a black t-shirt, which wasn't the smartest idea. But yeah, get in, get after it. It's going to be a good one. It is going to be very, very good. It's going to be very, very hot too, but yeah, going to bring I've got my post-workout meal sitting there, so I'm going to bring that into the gym and see if I can stick that in the fridge, because if I leave it in the car, it is not going to be it's not going to be in a good way afterwards, put it that way. So yeah, I also realised on the way here that I took my tripod out of the car to take my pictures this morning. So we've arrived at the gym to film a YouTube, and we don't have our tripod, but as promised, I will get a few clips. I'll set my phone up somehow and get a few clips. I'm not going to film the full session because yeah, just bore the life out of you. But I will film the main movements. So we're starting off, we've moved the pull down closer to the start. What else have we done? That's it, we've moved the pull down, so lat pull down closer to the beginning of the session, because at the end, like, my ability to fully get short and actually contract the muscle is next to zero. Like, I'm fried by that point. There's just nothing left in me, like. So I said to Mike about that, so we're moving that forward in the session, which means, like, it's cool because the movements after that are all prime movements, so you're gonna adjust the resistance profile. But trying to do that lat pull down at the end of the session is it's just pointless, like. And I don't like the prime lat pull down. I think it's absolutely crap. You know that one that's like, it's got like the neutral handles, absolute rubbish, like. It's too narrow, like. I don't know how anyone, like, unless you're like, I don't even know, like, unless you're about 40 kilos soaking wet, that movement's horrible. I have seen people put like a wide grip attachment over the handles. Looks alright, to be fair, but I just couldn't be bothered messing about with it. So yeah, not a big fan of that exercise, or that machine, should I say. But yeah, I'm procrastinating. This is something I've been doing lately. It's like when I get to the gym, I'm sitting here and I'm like, ah. Which is weird, because like I'm not in that point of the off season, like anywhere near to the point that I'm like really sluggish. Like, I don't feel sluggish at all, like, but like when I sit down, I'm just like, and my lower back's pumped from driving here, so it's like I don't want to get up. But anyway, I'm gonna get up. In fact, let's get out now. Stretch. So yeah, here we are. I'm gonna get in, get the headphones on, get training. Yes, people, what's going on? So, training footage, run through it with the voiceover, kick the pull day off with bicep curl on the hammer strength preacher curl. Progressed this movement today, so that was good. I have been using, like, you know, the fat grip handles on this, but I don't think I like it. Like, it just gives my forearms, it just makes them too pumped. So I've cut that out in a slightly different angle there for you to see as well. Moving on, some of these clips are videoed horizontally, vertically, sorry, or vertical, horizontal, I don't know. Yeah, vertically, because I got a tripod, but it didn't go horizontal, so we'll have to make do, you know. Don't know why I didn't bring my tripod when I'm filming a YouTube video, like, but anyway, pull downs. Moved these to the start of the session. These were towards the back end of the session, but they weren't productive. Like, I'm not getting anything out of it near the end. Back's too pumped, fried, just not getting nothing out of it. So moved that towards the start, and it went very, very good. Here we have my neck rolls. Nah, I'm only joking. We have a single arm pull down, which moved very, very well again today. Usually slightly different angle here, but usually this would be earlier in the session, but instead we had the pull down first, and it didn't affect numbers. I still progressed, so that was good. Next up, prime upper back row. This is one of my favourite upper back movements. I love this. I am finding it quite hard to progress, but yeah, it went well today. A wrap up, so we'll take it. Now I'm doing this voiceover, I'm realising that I should have edited this bit out of me strapping into the machine, but sure, keep it real. So you can see here, like, my upper back is you know, going through the movement there. You can really see why it's such a good movement. Like the machine's fantastic. I love it. I absolutely love it. And then for the back offset, drop the weight down and change the resistance profile a touch so that both sets are productive. That's another thing about that lat pull down. It's just better doing that first, and then you can adjust the prime machines as you go to fit where they are in the session basically. Whereas that pull down, doing it at the end, like there's only one resistance you can do on a pull down, obviously it's a cable, like, and yeah, it's just not productive. Moving on to one of my favourite lat exercises at the minute. You can see here, like, I'm really not loading this machine much at all. Like, you don't need a lot of load, but again, like, having that load placed at the top so it drops off in the short where my lats are pretty tired at this stage does make a difference. So fantastic machine, fantastic movement. And just thinking about keeping the shoulder down and driving the elbow down into the hip. That's what we're doing here. Then back to more arms. Story of my life, training arms at the minute. I have to say, like, see, after the set, the arm training was not very productive. I was just getting through it. Afterwards, I was taking like 2 minutes rest between sets. My arms were still too pumped to go into the next set. So the arm training wasn't exactly fantastic, like, but I still hit the same numbers as previous sessions. But you know, you want to see progress there. You don't want to see just holding numbers, like, you know. But yeah, the pump was next level. So guys, session wrapped up. Really productive session. Really good. Hard but good. Lots pumped, upper back pumped. The session is dragging on. Like, some of the sessions are dragging on a little bit, purely because, like, the pumps are so intense that, like, I can't go into another set. Like, I need another couple minutes rest. So yeah, but like, other than that, a really good session. Gonna get the post-workout meal in. Got 100 grams of cream of rice, got 200 grams of fruit, 50 grams of whey, rice cakes, jam. Bosh, it's gonna be a good one. And then I get home, clean up, and then more food. I can't wait. I'm starving. Like, I'm really hungry. But yeah, really good session. And I will try and keep up with these YouTubes, because I do know people enjoy watching them. So I'll try to get them at least once a week. That'll be good. Like, or at least once every other week, at least. That would be a start. But yeah, I'll try and do one a week. Would be cool. Maybe get a leg session videoed this week to make up for my lack of posting. But the air conditioning is very much going to go on here, and I'm going to sit and relax for a bit before heading home. And I'll pick up the camera later on this evening and maybe talk a little bit more about training and a little bit more about what all's been going on. But yeah, for now I'm going to sit and eat and be my fat self and watch something. What have I got? I don't really know. I've literally watched everything on YouTube, like, so while I'm YouTubing, if someone else can please be YouTubing as well so I can watch something while I eat, that would be fantastic. But yeah, I'm going to sit and eat here. I'm going to get back to you in a bit. Yes guys, what is going on? So, steps wrapped up for the day. Just went out there for a quick 20-minute walk or so. Tried to leave it a bit later in the day and hope that it would cool down, but absolutely not. Wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. I'm wrecked. The pup's wrecked. She's out of breath. I need to go get her some water. And yeah. But just to wrap up this video, just want to say how good my off season's been so far. Body weight's just rising. Like, there's, you know, I'm really not eating that much compared to what I have been eating in the past. And even on prep, like, my food's not that much, you know, higher than what I was eating leading into shows. So yeah, it should be a really productive off season. There's a lot of room. Yeah, I know, we'll get you water in a minute. She's cracking up at me, so I need to wrap this video up. But yeah, like, I'm not having to push anything too hard. PEDs as well, like, you know, that's our first bump today, our first escalation. Things are going to start shifting a little bit more now, like, but up until this point, like, I'm sitting just shy of 100 kilos. I've not had to push whatsoever. as I say, like food's been relatively low, and appetite's firing. Like I'm hungry. I'm looking forward to all my meals. So we're in a really good spot. And I'm gonna have to try and document it because you know it's gonna be good to document, and good for me too to be able to watch back on as well. Like, and yeah, so I suppose that's a wrap on the video. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, like if you're watching this, stick it on your story, and stick it on your story. It helps me out a lot. Helps me out a lot because it helps other people see the videos that I'm posting, and they can watch them too. And the more people that are viewing these videos, then the more likely I'm going to keep up with them and keep them coming. So if you want to see more videos, share it, make sure other people see it, and yeah, thank you very much for watching.